Hello everyone, this is Graduate Chemistry. Today we will study about Birch reduction. It is a kind of reduction by dissolving metal. Okay, let's start. So today we will discuss about Birch reduction. Okay, metal we can reduce any organic molecule. We can reduce any organic molecule. Okay, any kind of organic molecule where double bond is present, or carbonyl group is present, or NO2 group is present. Any group which is prone to reduce, that can be reduced by two way, by reducing agent. By reducing agent we can do this thing by two way. First way is reduction by addition of electron and accompanied by proton transfer. Okay, so reduction by addition of electron. So we add electron in that center, and after that we protonate that center. So by it is one method. Another method is we add hydride. We add like sodium borohydride, lithium aluminum hydride are the source of hydride, and they add in that, let's say this is ketone, and this can be reduced by sodium borohydride. So hydride can transfer to that carbonyl center, and this can reduce to alcohol. Okay, so this is one way. That is the reduction by addition of hydride. And second way, and another way that we have told previously, that is the reduction by electron. Okay, by electron. So electron can reduce the it can reduce any organic molecule, and after that we use the proton source. Okay, so this is the process. So under this first column, that is the first way, we discuss the Birch reduction. Okay, so Birch reduction is a kind of reduction. Kind of reduction of this way, that by the addition of electron. Okay, so in this way there are two or three reaction we have heard about. That is the Birch reduction, Siloen condensation, then Clemmensen reduction. Okay, so in next lecture we will discuss about Siloen and Clemmensen. In this lecture we will mostly focus in Birch reaction. Okay, so what is Birch reduction? What is general Birch reduction? First we will see this. So this is general Birch reduction. So this is general Birch reduction. Okay, so here is benzene, here is diene system, non-conjugated diene. So benzene to non-conjugated diene. Okay, so how this reaction is happen? So one mechanism we can write that this is benzene, and here is lithium and ammonia. So this is group 1 metal. We use generally lithium and sodium, and there are the group 1 metal, and that can easily remove their outermost electron. Okay, and that outermost electron act as a reducing agent, and this can attack this thing by this way, and this to this. So we get this and this. Then this is protonated by ethanol. This thing is protonated by ethanol, and further electron transfer to that center, and then it become negatively charged, and this is protonated finally, and we get this. Okay, So this is the process. So this is the process. First electron is transferred, then it protonate, that anionic part. Okay, and protonation is done by ethanol. Okay, ethanol. So this can take the proton of ethanol. Okay, so if we go little bit deep of that process, we'll see that first we put the sodium metal in ammonia, in liquid ammonia. So what happened? If we put the sodium in liquid ammonia, the electron of the outermost shell of the sodium easily release that electron, and that become Na plus an electron. So we get a blue color solution, and which is because of electron, and it can slowly reduce the ammonia. This electron can slowly reduce the ammonia to NH2 minus, and it can ultimately form NaNH2, sodium amide. But this reaction is very slow. Sodium amide plus half hydrogen gas, that reaction is very slow, and we get a colorless liquid. Here it is colorful liquid, it is blue color, it's transferred to colorless liquid. And so if we put any molecule which is prone to reduction in between, then it does not, this step does not follow that step, and this electron go for the reduction of that molecule. Okay, so this is about the process mechanism. Okay, and there are some general question. That this is benzene. Okay, this is benzene. It transferred to this diene, that's non-conjugated diene. So this is aromatics and stable, and that come to 1,4-diene, that is less stable, because we don't get conjugation here, or we don't get any aromaticity here. So why it goes to that thing that is more stable? So why this goes to that thing? So this is one question. Another question is that the why dissolving metal like sodium liquid ammonia or lithium liquid ammonia can reduce the aromatic ring? This is more stable, right, than alkane. So if we compare the reduction of benzene with respect to any alkene, okay, this alkene, let's consider this alkene and this benzene. So we always see that the rate of the Barchi reaction always higher in case of aromatic compound, aromatic benzene, but we expect that rates should higher in that case, because this is more stable. So to convert that more stable system to less stable system, so we require more activation energy, and from that we can say that it is the rate will be slower. But actually this is not the case. The rate in that case is very slow. Rate in this case is comparatively higher. This case the rate is comparatively higher than this alkane. Okay, so why does this thing happen? So this is the question, why does this thing happen? Because explain this thing by molecular orbital theory, that is the there are in benzene it's also its molecular orbital, and this alkene it's also its molecular orbital. So as it is stabilized, so its LUMO has comparatively lower energy. Its LUMO has, that is the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital, has comparatively lower energy than this. Okay, then this. So if here transfer of electron to LUMO is more facile, because the LUMO of the energy of the LUMO of benzene is comparatively lower. Okay, so that's why the reaction with the aromatic ring is more facile than any alkane. And second thing is that an answer to another question which I have told, that why this form that aromatically stable to 1,4-diene system. So why this thing happen? This is a thing that where a more stable thing is converted to less stable. Why? Because the reaction proceed kinetically control way. Okay, because of that we don't get conjugated product. Okay, we always get unconjugated product in case of Birch reaction. Okay, because it is a kinetically controlled reaction, so we don't get that conjugated product. Okay, this is not found. We always get this product. Okay, so let's move on to some example. Okay, that are very important for CSIR, NET, GATE or IIT JAM perspective. So let's move on. Benzoic acid. Benzoic acid is reduced by sodium liquid ammonia. So how this reaction proceed? So this is benzoic acid. Okay, so electron has chance to attack this position, this position, this position, this position, this position, this position. So where should it attack? It attacked that position, that anion that we get in after attacking this step, that will be more stable. So if it attack to this carbon, this goes to this and this goes to this. So this anion is stabilized because here is electron withdrawing group is present. But if we attack this carbon, so we move this arrow to this and we get the anion here, and that is comparatively less stable. So product, so we get this, that okay, and then subsequently this electron, another electron is transfer here, and it become also get this become anion, and then it protonated. Okay, so this is the step, and this is also protonated, and we get this thing as a product. Okay, so if we use the electron donating group instead of electron withdrawing group, here we so the electron withdrawing group case. So if it is electron donating group, OMe, then sodium liquid ammonia, then it will attack, it do not attack that carbon. In previous case it attack that carbon, but it do not attack that carbon because ultimately the anion form here, and it is not stable because here electron donating group is present. So it attack in that carbon, this move here and this move here. So here we get the anion. So we get this anion. Okay, so this is the anion. Okay, and this is comparatively stable because here electron donating group is present, here no electron donating group, so comparatively it is stable. So we get this product when we use that OMe. Okay, so in OMe case we get this product, in CO2H case we get this product. So this is very important in perspective of IIT JAM or any other MSc entrance. Okay, so next is another very crucial and very important example. This is also we can call this thing as an exception. That is, we saw in first part of our lecture that in Birch reaction we get non-conjugated product, but if we use this, if we perform this reaction on aniline system, that is the NH2, that is the this thing aniline system or this system we always get conjugated product. Okay, we get conjugated product, and this is exception, and because we get always conjugated product, and this you should have to remember this thing, because this is very important in case of CSIR, NET, GATE, or any entrance exam. People always, who have not studied this thing, they always make that non-conjugated product, but this is the actual product in case of NME2 or aniline case. Okay, next next is this triple bond reduction. So triple bond can reduce, so we can reduce the triple bond, that is the alkyne to alkene, by catalytic hydrogenation, that is the heterogeneous catalytic hydrogenation. And another thing is we can reduce this thing by sodium liquid ammonia. In catalytic hydrogenation process, that is the heterogeneous catalytic hydrogenation product, we always get mostly we get the Cis product in catalytic hydrogenation. But in Birch reduction, we always get trans product. This is the thing you should have to remember, in that in case of Birch reduction we get trans product when we reduce the alkyne. So why this thing happen? So let's consider that part only. Okay, so sodium, it attack here, and this thing happen. Okay, so what happened to this? So here electron. Okay, so this can be protonated, so this thing protonated in the next step. Okay, this thing is protonated in next step. So here the electron is present. Okay, so we can write this thing as also this. So this okay, this is also one of the isomer, both are isomer. This isomer is more stable because there is no repulsion. Okay, this isomer is more stable than this thing. Okay, so always trans product we obtain in case of alkyne reduction by Birch, by sodium liquid ammonia. Okay, by sodium liquid ammonia. Another very important thing, that is the reduction of ketone by sodium liquid ammonia. Okay, reduction of ketone, that is the, this is the step, that is the sodium attack that carbonyl. This is the case. Okay, so here we have to look into two things. In one case we provide ETOH, and another case we don't provide ETOH. If we provide ETOH, it converted to alcohol. Okay, and if they don't provide ETOH, it can dimerize. This radical thing can dimerize, and we can get ultimately pinnacle type of thing. Can get pinnacle type of product. So in examination you can find that there is ethanol is absent. So if you don't look carefully in that example, you might miss that thing and you can go to that product, but this is actually not the product. The product is this. If ethanol is not present, it can dimerize into the product, and we can get the pinnacle type of thing. Okay, so let's move on to discuss some example of reductive cleavage. This is the bond A and B, and if we put 2 electron, it can convert it to A minus to B minus. So A minus to B minus. This is it can form A minus B plus, and if we put the 2 electron, it can also get B minus. So okay, it can convert to B minus. So A minus to B minus. Okay, and this can be protonated, and we get AH and BH. Okay, so this is general example. Okay, so this is the example. That is the NH2 group is protected by this thing, and it can reductively cleavage by sodium liquid ammonia. Okay, next example is very important. So this is sodium, it attack here, and this. Okay, so this become this anion. Okay, and this anion is attack here, and it ultimately take this thing. Okay, so by this way we get this. Okay, and that thing can be cleaved by the lithium EtNH2. Okay, so similarly we can remove the ketone by this way of reductive cleavage. Okay, so first we use the sodium liquid ammonia, then we use lithium E2NH2, or same thing we can use, and it can reductively cleave. So this is one example of reductive cleavage. Okay, another example of reductive cleavage is that if you have sulfoxide, that all these three compound can reduce to RH group by sodium liquid ammonia. These are also example of reductive cleavage. Okay, and this reductive and another important thing is that epoxide ring can be reductively cleaved by sodium liquid ammonia. Okay, and also sometimes in cyclopropane ring can also open by sodium liquid ammonia. Okay, so that's it. That are the example. And reductive cleavage things are very important. That reaction, that is the 1,4 conjugated alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl. Okay, alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl can converted to this thing. Okay, by sodium liquid ammonia, and this is one example, good example of reductive cleavage.